What it do, YouTube? We're back. This is episode 3 of the Mycareer series. Now, we're going to get a little training montage going because we got to face the Rockets again. And I didn't like how that last game went. You know, I could have done better. So we're putting that work in. Turn me up. Alright, y'all. If you guys are messing with this content, let me know. I'm excited doing this series. We're going to get right into it. As always, kick back, enjoy the show, and drop a like, drop a follow. Show some love.
For San Antonio, Green is checked in for the Rockets. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Johnson's shot is off. And recently, MP came out and stressed that he doesn't take these rivalry games too lightly. Winning these games is a big-time priority for him.
Well, MP and this team are off to a good start when it comes to the challenge he set for them. I think the preparation, anticipation, and energy for what these games mean has become almost a skill set in their arsenal. And they're hoping to build on that momentum in this one. They've still got quite a few rivalry games left.
RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
And slam dunk by Johnson.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Now, here is Smith. Just could not put it together in that loss to San Antonio. Brooks, the pass to Smith. Over in the corner, Green. A three-pointer off the mark. San Antonio leading. Pass to Johnson. Down low. It's taken away by Smith. Here's Thompson. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Up the floor. A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got 5 points so far.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Here's Thompson. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. 10 points for him.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Johnson outside. Over Thompson. A shot by Johnson, no good. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Bounce pass, Smith. Şengün kicks to Smith. Pass to Green. 6 to shoot. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so...
Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight, and he has been the driving force for the Houston Rockets. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
The cell on the wing along with Johnson. Barnes out there with Collins, and it's Johnson in at the point. That's the San Antonio 5.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. Good season for him last year. Put up about 15 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
And he can't get the first one. You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And he's good on the second. So RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500, 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Boston, covered by Johnson. Boston the pass to Şengün. Over Collins. Second chance shot. Rebound San Antonio.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
A shot by Johnson, no good. Rockets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
San Antonio trailing here. Vassell kicks to Barnes. Johnson, the pass to Barnes. On the wing, Johnson. Leans from outside. That one drops for him. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. And some changes here for the Spurs. Wembanyama comes in for Collins. And Jeremy Sohan subbed in for Harrison Barnes. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Now Van Vliet. Last game we saw him score 14.
Oh, he is a coach's dream. That's why they love Van Vliet. The intangibles are off the chart, and the execution is consistent.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the evening. And Van Vliet, not the same scorer he once was, Richard, but he has improved his playmaking.
And that's the adjustment that Van Vliet needed to make. The scoring doesn't always have to be there for him. But if he can set up, facilitate, and be a game manager, he'll find a large role.
Back to Johnson. Shoots over Van Vliet. Again, Johnson missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Smith sets the pick for Eason. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David, oh my goodness, what a play!
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Johnson against Van Vliet. Over Johnson. Van Vliet passes to Şengün. The shot's good. Şengün's got the lead up to 4 now for Houston.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Johnson. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss. The Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Pass to Şengün. And some nice passing there by Houston. Now here's Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple. For San Antonio, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And the basket by Johnson.
Vassell has always had great instincts, but those have only improved the last few years. You can see it in his passing.
Eason, a screen on Vassell. Green kicks to VanVleet. Nice move. Rebounded by the Spurs. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And he gets it to go.
Look at the quick reaction by VanVleet to get on that drive.
Johnson outside. Hands it from downtown. Johnson's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without it.
VanVleet against Johnson. It's up a 3. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs out in front, leading by a point. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. Glancing at the upcoming schedule when you guys played against one another, did you always have your games circled on the calendar?
I mean, not really. I just assumed they would be an easy win for us, aren't you?
Kid, now you tripping. You know I always give your teams the business. I know, except in the finals when you swept us.
I should have known not to ask that question. As we shift our focus now to the Spurs, it's a tight one after 2 quarters of play.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserves have been tonight, guys.
Lots of interchangeable parts. They can throw different lineups at you. Keeps you guessing. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we've got Collins checked in for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Castle. And a switch here also for Houston. Green's checked in. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season. Or we're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you've played every team, you understand the defensive concept, you might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years. Ready to play rough inside, VanVleet navigates the contact.
And so in the game for the Rockets. At the guard position, VanVleet and Green. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. Green dishes to Smith. VanVleet outside. Smith sets the pick for Van Vliet. And he's good on the 3-ball. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter.
And for Van Vliet, most of his shot attempts come from beyond the arc.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And it's Paul with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They've led by as much as 10. Johnson, the offensive rebound. Three-pointer. No good on that one.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
So they take the lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Johnson, and that's off the glass and in. Johnson's got 19 points. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Van Vliet wide open. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Paul passes to Johnson. Inside, the kick out to Barnes, and stolen by Thompson. And we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Spurs lead by 1. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Mamu Kalishvili in at power forward. That's the San Antonio 5.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Shoots from 14. Collins grabs the miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Johnson left side. Rockets with the rebound. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Boston, covered by Johnson. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. San Antonio making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. Fred Van Vliet is checked in for Houston. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Here's Johnson. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's now 23 points for Johnson.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Van Vliet. In his young career, Richard, we've seen Devin Vassell really blossom as a two-way talent.
He's a talented player, but I think there's still another level that he can reach, and he needs to continue to grow as a playmaker to get there.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for San Antonio. Greg, you know this. Getting that 2nd contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Zach Collins. Harrison Barnes comes in for Keldon Johnson. And Castle is subbed in for Vassell. The steal. To the paint. Here's Johnson. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Rockets trail by 9. Van Vliet outside. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And nothing is falling for him right now. Spurs have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Johnson for 3. Drills it from outside. Johnson's got the lead up to 12 now for San Antonio.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. Now, he wants them to stay focused on teamwork out there. He said, let's keep communicating, keep talking. We've got to help each other out there. Coach thinks that team effort is what's needed here. Guys?
Thank you, David. Şengün finds Van Vliet, launches it. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got 6 assists now in the game. Here's San Antonio. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Wembanyama. Kicks it out to Johnson. Another shot. No good. Great defense that time from Şengün. Rockets trail by 9. Van Vliet attacking, and the shot is good.
Capable of very big nights. Van Vliet has the ball in his hands a lot, and that can turn into buckets.
Goes up on the wing. Johnson, good. Johnson's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson against Van Vliet. Smith with a screen on Johnson. Van Vliet passes to Thompson. Out to the right wing. Şengün with a wide open look. And another 3 for Houston.
There's a lot of confidence in Şengün's game. He doesn't hesitate. He gets after it.
It's stolen by Smith.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game, because this one looks a bit out of reach.
Here's Johnson. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 6. 55 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Driving the lane. Johnson with some nice D.
Well, sometimes you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Here's Johnson. Knocks down the 3-ball. Johnson's got 35 in the game.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Fades back. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Eason finds Whitmore. On the wing, Green. Another miss by Houston. And so it's San Antonio with it. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And then Johnson with the jam. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
That. Drop a like, drop a follow. That was a pretty good game, I'm not going to lie. Had some key moments there. It's a tough team. You know, I thought I was going to come out and smoke them, but we got to face these people again. I don't know why. I don't know why we're playing them so much. Let's check the board. So, yeah. We beat the Rockets. We beat the Mavs. Our next key game is against the Rockets again. But this should be our final key game for them. And we're going to be taking on Shy on the next couple episodes here. But you guys are rocking with me. I appreciate it. As always, have a great day. Whatever you do in life, do it big. All right? Tune in for the next one.